Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Minus 3.4. I think it's a little bit warmer this morning than yesterday morning. But, I'm guessing an hour ago, I happened to notice Max coming back with his Timmies, so I stuck my head out the front door and I said, "What are the roads like?" And he said, "The roads seem good." But he says, right now, and he was getting out of his car, he says, "I sort of feel like a sort of a mist on my face." Well, a mist with minus 3.4 is going to form ice on the road. So for a while there, I was thinking, I'm going to be able to get out today. And I still might. I'll go check things out. I'll wait till about 10 o'clock or so. Okay. Here we go. We are ready for you-know-who. Now, step 25. We are almost done. We got this little piece here, the F4, which is this little part right here that you can just barely see. Okay, and once we get that glued on the side of the island, I think we will be about as far as we can go in 25, unless we do some painting. And then later we'll be, I think in 26 and 27 is when we start putting pieces that we have made onto the island. I was noticing here that it is like, I didn't know if 24 was a ladder or if it was to represent a vent. And I thought, well, it doesn't really clearly show where it goes, at least in this step. But I was noticing yesterday, when I page ahead to 25, you know what, I should bring the camera down on the table so that we can see it clearly. Sometimes it works out really well for me to superimpose the manual. Like when I first got this kit, in fact, every kit I've had so far, what I did was I set the camera up and I photographed each page in high detail, high resolution of every page, so I could see it, and then it makes it easy later on to insert a certain aspect, a certain part of that particular page into the scene. But sometimes it just doesn't work out too good because I like to point at stuff. You know me and my poking disorder. So why don't we get the camera down here? I don't have any other news. Let's get right into it here. Weather-wise, it does appear, according to the weather office, that for the rest of the week, we might have decent weather. Like, it's showing sunshine. It's cold, going to be cold, but it'll be above freezing, and it'll be sunshine, and they're not talking about any moisture. So, I might get another week of writing in. I know that I keep talking about that because I guess it's because what I'm thinking about, and right now that's, you might say, important to me. Let's get our camera down here and take a look, and I'll tell you I will show you what I was talking about. Okay. So it shows that this corner right here that I'm touching right now is supposed to go and be right there. That's what it shows. Now, if we bring our our part over here. I'm going to probably have to recompose because it's not showing up too good. That means it goes. See, can I lay this down without breaking it? I'm going to have to recompose a little bit here. Okay, here we go again. So this corner is this corner right here. And if we go to where the point of the arrow is, it points to right here. But there is no markings. You know, if it goes the way. Now I would think it should be up against something flat like that, but that's not where it shows that it goes. It shows it going right more this way, but then what does this thing do? Okay, so if I page ahead to, I think it's step 20, 26 or 27, just let me recompose here. Okay, I guess it would be step 26 and a half. Because it's right here. You can see they've drawn the part, and it sort of shows that this ladder, or whatever it is, let's see if I can bring this back into play here. It's still not clear, but it shows it affixed in place. And it looks like it is right underneath another part that is going to be, talks about a railing. You know, it shows that there's a railing here. This is another part that we've made. Does it plug in right there? Am I reading this wrong? Okay, I think I've figured out what the problem is. It's not a ventilation opening, and it's not a ladder. It's a piece of railing. Now, this is going to go on here. I don't know if I risk trying to push it on right now, because I really don't have to, but it seems to be sliding on fairly easily. So now our drawing is starting to make sense here. Okay. Yeah, this curved piece of railing that I'm touching right here is this right here. And so what we're doing is we're looking at the drawing at the railing. Where is it now? I've lost it. Okay. The funny part of it is it's kind of well, no, I guess not. I was thinking it's the wrong way around, but it's not. It's just that it's a very, very short piece of railing, and it is supposed to go between. Let's get something different to point with. Between right here and where the flag box is. Now, be careful now. I don't want to break anything. But the flag box, I believe, that doesn't make sense. I mean, that doesn't make sense either. If the flag box was sitting on the deck, it almost looks like it's supposed to be sitting on the deck like this. Maybe this piece is not a flag box. It's because it's way too big for a box full of flags. That looks like it's about as big as or bigger than my bike box, for goodness sakes. This must be something else. But how does it mount? Okay, so this piece of railing here now it's going to go because there would be an opening there that people could, fall off. So you can see why they'd want to. But how do I mount this box? Just where does it go? Does it go on the edge like this? It almost looks like it goes on the edge like this. Not hanging down. Like it wouldn't be hanging down and covering up these portholes that like there's a couple of portholes here. There's one right there, and there's one right there. Well, if the flag box was hanging down, so that I think somehow it is supposed to be. I'm going to push stop here, and I'm going to check the manual for. See, is there any other parts that we're supposed to be putting on here in step 26 that's going to make it all make sense? And yet, on the other hand, the manual shows this flag box or whatever. I'm calling it a flag box, but I don't think it is anymore because it's too big for the flag box to be put on in step 25. Okay, I was going to say half an hour, but it's probably only about 15 minutes looking for the piece that plugs in right here. And when I saw it in the manual in step 26, I thought, okay, I've already made that. Where is it? And I looked and I looked and looked. I found a whole bunch of pieces, but nothing like this. Turns out we haven't made it yet. Now I've finally got this figured out. I'm pretty sure. I'm 90% sure. Okay, the edge of this right here that I'm just touching right now, okay, is somehow supposed to be fastened onto the edge, like the corner right that I'm touching right now, right here. And it is, and then this surface right here is supposed to butt up against the railing, like this. Okay. And what this piece right here is, see if I can get it right without bending it. Okay, what this is, there will be a gap. Okay. Well, okay, you get the idea. The railing's supposed to be right here. Very short railing. Then there's going to be a gap right here between the flag box and the railing that fell down. Okay. But what happens is then we put a ladder that goes from this platform that we're going to be plugging in right here. There's a ladder that goes up, and the crew would then go through this little gap that's left. Okay, now it's all sort of kind of making sense, but what doesn't make sense is in order to get this thing on there are no gussets or anything like that go underneath the edge of that to keep it from falling off. So it's going to be a little bit, going to have to use a holder downer, I guess, and then build it up underneath out of sight with CA thick. But is this a flag box? I don't know. It would be really big. It'd be about, I mean, look at how tall it is compared to that hatch, which has got to be at least 6 feet. You can see that hatch door there. Yeah, and how would that swing open? Anyway, I guess we'll do our best to get this mounted the way I'm trying to hold it right now. It's going to be kind of difficult, actually. Okay. I think we can go ahead though and glue this in place. Right there, only straighter, of course. Yeah, I think that's doable. Let's do that. Let's recompose here. We'll try and let gravity be our friend. we'll tip this back at about 20 degrees or so, and hopefully that's going to work. Missy the dog should be coming by pretty soon.
Hi, Uncle Ron.
Hello.
We went into Amber Park because the black asphalt was too slippery to walk on.
Really?
There must be ice fog.
Oh my, thanks for telling me.
The cement is not bad, but that nice smooth asphalt, my feet, I just sliding my feet along, not even taking them off the ground.
I will not be going out on the bike then.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. Sit down, Missy. That's a good dog. That's a good dog.
Too excited to sit.
Yeah, that's right.
How have you been?
Well, I've been pretty good. Yeah. Well, I may as well turn off the heater on my bike box then, because yeah, I sure don't want to be out there when it's if it's too slippery to walk. It's definitely too slippery to ride.
Well, I think Wednesday they're talking about days that are +6, +6, +5. Oh, you saw those, eh?
Yeah, and sunshine. So
let's hope they're right.
yeah, that's right. Well, Missy, hey, come on over here and say hello to your fans. Oh, no, not today. Yeah, say hello to Jordan.
I was paid for my cameo appearance. If you want me to do more, you have to feed me more.
That's right. You didn't give me as many treats as usual.
It did my contract.
Unfortunately, I have no pizza. I was going to take the bike and go to Sobeys on Birds Hill and pick one up, but I won't now. So we're going to probably have to postpone pizza day again.
Would you take your car?
It's not worth it. It's no fun taking a car.
Pizza's not worth it? Oh, the sun may not rise in the morning. I'm in a state that the pizza may not be worth it. What? What? You're shaking the foundations of my world here.
Bye, Missy.
Well, let's hope for sunny, hot weather, Ron.
Yeah, let's hope.
Thank you.
See ya. So that black asphalt is slippery. Wow. So Max was right when he came back after having got his coffee. He was talking about sort of mist in the air. Well, that's what would happen. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay. I guess that's it for pizza today. Moments ago, I turned off the heater in my bike box. I really thought I was going to get to go out, but I guess that freezing mist that we had is put a glaze on the road, and yeah, it's not fit for a bike, that's for sure. Okay, let's recompose ourselves here and see if we can get our little ladder in place here. I'm amazed it hasn't fallen off. I think maybe what I should do is take this piece off. We don't need it on there. I just put it on for perspective. But I want to be careful how I grab it here. It seems to slide on fairly easily. Okay. And where's Tony's tweezers here? Sort of carefully grab onto it in such a way that I'm not going to break the railing. Okay, there we go. And as far as this piece goes here, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I was saying before, there are no gussets or anything underneath it. I think I'm going to try and maybe put a couple of little, well, it's too hard to describe, so I think the best thing to do is just show you what I'm going to do, and then it'll sort of make sense. Yeah, because this piece has to be mounted on the very edge of everything, and there's just not going to be any strength involved the way it is right now, unless I'm doing it wrong. It could be I'm doing it wrong. But at least now I know what this is and where it goes. So, okay, yeah, no bike riding today and no pizza today. So we'll have to have pizza day, well, some other day, maybe during the week when I can get out, because I don't want to make a special trip for it. It's it's fun to have the pizza every Sunday, but it's not a have to thing. Yeah, it's not a have to thing. Okay, here's what's happening. There is not going to be pizza day today. Sorry about that. We'll probably have it some other day this week. Alright, let's see if we can get this back on there. Not that it makes any difference, we're not going to glue it right now anyway. Come on, you can do better than that. Okay, we're just setting it in place here. But what I'm going to do with this. Oh, by the way, did I mention I have edited everything out that you've seen up until right now? And when I was at the computer, I found a photo that showed this box. Now, the photo apparently was taken on the Hornet, which was one of the sister ships to this. But it clearly shows this box, and it shows that there are, it appears to me that there are like arms or supports coming out the side. And remember I was talking about gussets earlier? So what I'm going to do, see if I can find something here. I'm going to glue on the inside a little piece about, maybe 3 or 4 millimeters long on both sides like this, and it'll come straight down, and then I will be able to fasten it onto this right on the very edge on the corner. I think that'll work. But we're going to have to do that tomorrow. I got a phone call from my son. He's coming over and having coffee with me at 2 o'clock. So I got to kind of wrap it up here. And we've done pretty good. At least I figured out what this is. It's not a ladder. Yeah, it's a railing. And if you look at it, you can sort of see now that it looks like this piece right here, actually. It's all making sense now. So we'll be going at this tomorrow. I've got to find myself some piece of plastic to glue on the inside there. Okay, enough humming and hawing. Thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're going to see you tomorrow.